I am raw to the bone. Come on in, come on in. Happy Friday, y'all. I'm going to start y'all off with the positive vibes of the day. All right, because you know what I say. It's going to be a what? A good day.
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be.
Step four.
Everybody just do your thing.
Hey.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
What?
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Today's going to be a good day. Wake up.
today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Ha. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
The aftermath of preparation.
Good
food, good mood, blood in circulation.
One step at a time.
Yeah, that's how you make it.
Set a goal.
You control and the steps you take.
Hey.
I try to pick one thought, have some concentration.
And if I make a mistake,
It's called education.
I try to do this every day and call it replication. What?
Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Life ain't easy, though. I think there's a reason.
Hey.
Ups and downs.
Hey,
like
Jay.
everything's the
Good
same.
morning.
Sometimes I'm high.
Other times I'm barely breathing, y'all.
You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, y'all.
Negative thoughts.
Some poison the ride. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap.
All the bad for the good.
In my head when I'm lost.
What? Hey, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken.
I got patience.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes
Temptation.
Hey.
I know that I like to do
Good
it.
morning,
It's
Pat.
sensation.
I live my life in my head.
Like a narration.
Don't expect greatness, do my best, man. I take it. Hey, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. It's always gonna be a good day on Coffee with Friends. And today is Freestyle Friday, y'all. What? Hey, come on in, y'all. Come on in. It is Friday. Jay, you were hanging out with me on TikTok. I just love y'all, right? You know, I go on TikTok. I got to use my pony or my Bugs Bunny ear things to hold my headphones because, you know, when I had all that hair, the headphones fit my head. Now that all Ginger is gone, or Miss Paprika, depending on the color, right? My headphones is too big, so I gotta make sure one ponytail hold one side in place. It is ridiculous. Okay. Happy Friday, Lee. Happy Friday. Oh my God, these weekends are going by so quickly. All right. I mean, where the fuck? Today is October 13th, and it's Friday the 13th. Like, should we go outside? Are you guys superstitious? Like, do you believe that bad things happen on the 13th on a Friday? You know? Or do you take this opportunity to make it a creepy day and Friday the 13th at night, you just buckle down and watch all the horror movies and you psych yourself out like it's a scary day? You know, I'm not really superstitious, but your cousin is getting married on Friday the 13th. I don't know if I would do that. Now, I was getting ready to say, I'm not superstitious, but something about Friday the 13th, I don't know. I'll be on the fence with it. I'll be like, And I don't know if it has anything to do with the movie Friday the 13th. I don't know if it has anything to do with growing up and hearing stories about Friday the 13th. I don't know why the fuck Friday the 13th is weird. How did this even start with 13 being a superstitious number? Does anybody even know how this started? Oh, they did it on purpose then? Oh, that's kind of cute then. That's kind of cute if they did it on purpose. I mean, but it's creepy. Anybody know how the shit about like the last apartment building that I lived in, my apartment was on the 14th floor. Okay. This building had 16 floors. My apartment was on the 14th floor. They didn't have a 13th floor. So either the floor below me was really number 13 or I was number 13. But it literally went from 12 to 14. They didn't have a 13. So that building was like, fuck that. We don't even want 13 in our elevators. And I noticed, oh, I know, right? I could have went to Wikipedia, but I figured somebody on here might have wanted to say. But I noticed that some buildings don't have 13 in their elevators, but others do. Like my job building, we have 13. They don't give a fuck. Okay. They put 13 in the elevator. They don't give a fuck. But good morning, y'all. Good morning. So the internet it has been completely hilarious for the past 2 damn days. Okay. But the real unfortunate thing, and I haven't mentioned it here because I don't know, like I'm so drained with the Middle East. But prayers out to those that have family members in Gaza, Israel. I don't even know how the war started, but I'm pretty sure there are people here in the United States of America that have families in these countries. And it's just devastating how they break every international law there is in the war. When you have war, there's laws in war. I know it seems weird, right? But there's laws, right? And the way Gaza is bombing Israel is not lawful because they're supposed to be sticking to military bases and military outposts and shit like that. They notice there's rules, right? But instead they are bombing civilian areas, right? And I'm sure some people have seen the videos where a little baby infant was rescued out of the rubble and shit like that. It's heartbreaking. It's sad. I don't know what they're fighting for. I don't know if this is still stemming from their 2005, 2006 elections over there, or if they're fighting over Holy Land. I'll be so confused as to what they're fighting about. But I do pray for families. And what made me think about it is I have an ex-coworker that I still follow, Shaul. And I saw he posted a video where he was playing his guitar and he was singing. And I saw when someone commented on his post, I hope your family is okay in Israel. And I was like, you know what? Wow. There's a lot of people here that do have family members over there. And even though I want to detach myself from it, it's hard. And so prayers go out for those in Israel and Gaza, and for those that are here that are praying for family members there. All right, Coffee with Friends is sending out prayers for y'all. All right, and so I wanted to take a moment and touch base on that. Right, so that's one thing that's flying around the internet. But today is Freestyle Friday, so I wanted to get that out the way, up front and out the way. Yeah, the Hamas is a terrorist organization, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, Zen, if I know that the Hamas started this nonsense back in 2005 and 2006 because of the elections or something of that nature, right? I'm not really educated in that area right now. I need to do some more reading. But I don't know what caused the Hamas to start this up right now. Like, did something happen? Like, what is it they want? Like, that's the thing that I don't understand. Like, I feel like this just came out the blue. You know what I'm saying? And terrorist acts, normally they do come out the blue. That's how 9/11 happened, right? It came out the blue. Well, for us anyway, maybe not for the military, because you know military keeps secrets. They kind of know when shit is about to happen. But Israel indicated that they had no clue this was fucking coming. They were completely clueless. Oh, I didn't hear that part, Zen. There's speculation that Russia gave them intel on how to get around the protections. Wow. You know what? I thought Russia was being quiet since Putin's military screwed him. Oh my God. Well, again, I'm sending prayers out there. And then the other thing that was floating around the internet was the whole Jada thing, but we wore that the fuck out, right? And you know, I see so many people. I mean, you know, what do you guys think is off limits to discuss in your relationships in a public forum, right? Because maybe we don't know, right? You know how people just get on social media and they talk about personal stuff in their relationship, and other people be like, why are you telling us that? But is there certain stuff that is deemed private between two people in a relationship? Should we automatically know this? Because I don't know if telling the public that your husband sucks in bed is public information. Like, is there certain things that we should keep sacred in our marriage? Or has social media changed the dynamics of what we keep secret and what we keep sacred because we feel that this is a sharing generation and that we need to share everything that's going on? What are y'all thoughts on that? Because, you know, so much shit gets shared on social media. And I be like, what happened to the days? Now, I know we went from keeping secrets about the molesters and shit like that. And then I think it was you that posted a video, or someone posted a video, and it touched me because it makes a lot of sense. We keep secrets and shit about molesters and our families and shit like that. But we go in public and talk about how our husbands are not satisfying us in bed. What do you guys think is supposed to be sacred between you and your significant other and not shared on social media? Are those boundaries still in place? Good morning, Sam. Sam, you said lots of stones being thrown. Yeah. I think people need to mind their own business. Zen, but the thing is when we say that, how are people not minding their own business when people are putting it out on social media? We can't tell people mind your business. If I put out on social media that my husband don't know how to eat my pussy and people chime in on it, it is their business now because I put it out there, right? Minding your business is when you are struggling to try to get somebody's information that they're not offering up. That's when you need to mind your business. But if you're on social media and you are blasting your business out there, you cannot tell people to mind their business, right? You are putting your business out there. You have made it public consumption. You have invited us in, right? And so now that you invite us in and we have commentary around that, then they want to scream that they're being bullied. This is why I'm asking the question, what do we think is private and sacred that we need to keep in our relationships? Right? What is keeping what is I'm not talking about the people who comment, Zen. I'm talking about the people who post it, right? And so once you post it, yes, it's up to the public to decide whether they want to comment it or not. But where I have a problem is when the person that posted, if I posted and somebody comments, if I turn around and tell that person that commented, mind your business, why would I tell them to mind their business? I gave them the business. I put it on social media. So the question is, what the fuck was my purpose of putting it on social media if I didn't want nobody to comment? Why does it need to be there? If I'm going to post something and tell you to mind your business, why is it out there? See, this is what kills me with social media, right? And this is why I tell people all the time, if you're not interested in something and a specific post bothers you, right? Then scroll by. But if somebody posts something and I feel like speaking on it, because it's my freedom of speech, I could do what the fuck I want to do, right? And if you put it out there in the public eye, you have given me permission to comment on it. All right. And so when I comment on it, you can't say, why are you being nosy? I wouldn't have been nosy if you didn't put it there. The fuck? What did you put it there for? Right? You know what, Sam? I'm sure there's a book, Dummies Eating Pussy for Dummies, out there somewhere. True, Zen, but we're talking millions and millions of people. That's never going to happen, right? There's always going to be an audience for something, right? Sam said the line of what is private and what's not has been broken. I see that, right? And so how do we get that shit back? Because I feel like social media has come in and nothing is private, right? Nothing is private. Like the world is in everybody's relationship. Example, Jeannie Mai came out for the first time on Sherry Shepherd's talk show and talked about, how she's coping through this divorce with Jeezy. Like these people don't get to heal in private. And it's not Jeannie Mai's fault, right? It's because Jeezy, her husband, came out publicly and said that he was getting a divorce, right? So now Jeannie Mai has to deal with all this public consumption of people being in her business. What is private, people? I mean, we need to get back to keeping some of our shit private and off of social media, right? Because I think that lends to a lot of messiness in relationships as well. Well, that's what I say, Pat. A person should be able to post and discuss whatever they choose. If you don't want to entertain it, scroll by. And that's what I say, right? So when people jump on my post or I see people jump on other people's posts and they be like, oh my God, why you even care about this? Or why are you talking about this? Or why? I be like, why are you here? You don't have to be here. You can scroll the fuck on by. It's like going to the Barnes and Nobles. If you don't want to read that book, you just keep the fuck walking. You don't pick the book up, look at it and be like, why the fuck the author wrote this book? Why the fuck is the cover on this book? Why the pages are beige in this book? Nobody gives a fuck. You in Barnes and Noble, you don't want to read the book. You're going to keep fucking walking until you get to the section of the books you want to read. Simple. Scroll the fuck on by. But there's yes, and I agree, Zen. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to comment. I understand you put it out there, gives you permission, but context also comes into play. I get it, but this is human nature, right? So context, how you take things it might be interpreted one way versus how somebody else takes things. And that's the risk of putting stuff out on social media. And so I put that weight on the poster, not the people who's commenting, because this is a big world, right? And everybody don't have the same common courtesies as the next person. We know that. So if you're putting something sensitive out on social media that you're going to get your feelings hurt over when somebody comments in a way that you don't like, I'm saying maybe you shouldn't have put it out there, because you're asking millions and millions and millions of people that scroll through social media every day to be mindful of context. But context might be something different for them versus you based on their communication style or their language. I'm just saying, and so people, I'm just saying, putting a warning out there, people are going to do what they want to do. But if you don't want people to chime in on your personal business in negative ways or in ways that might look a little toxic, I would suggest that you don't put it out there. If you decide to put it out there, right, then you are taking the risk of somebody coming on your post saying something toxic or stupid. Okay, that's all I'm saying, right? And for those people that are not interested in what somebody posts, instead of you stopping and going, why do you care? Scroll the fuck on by. Scroll the fuck on by. I'm not giving people credit that they know what they're doing. I'm saying you are taking a risk by posting your shit on social media, knowing that a lot of motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. So you, the poster, are responsible. You're taking a risk because You're expecting common courtesy from a population of people that some of them just don't have, is what I'm saying. So posters, be careful what you post if you don't want people saying stupid shit on your stuff. Exactly, Jay. Trolls are everywhere, everywhere. And when I see people get upset because trolls have popped on their post and saying stupid stuff, I be like, you know, this is what social media is about, right? It's almost like I'm in a natural hair group, right? Every month, somebody comes in the natural hair group and they say, I thought this group was about natural hair. Why do y'all talk about everything else outside of natural hair? And every month, the whole group of people in the natural hair group roast that person and tears through them. Okay. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the world of social media. You have to expect that there are going to be a population of people out there that don't give a fuck about your feelings. So be careful what you post. Sam says, since employers use what they see on your page as part of you being in good standing or not, we need to be careful what we post. Well, that's true. Now, if my employer discovered my page and tried to use it against me, I'm going to file a lawsuit because in the paperwork that I filled out, I did not provide my social media platform to my employer. All right. So I didn't provide it, which means that you went out and you looked for me. The fuck? What are you looking for me for? And I know that there's a level of permission because I have a lawsuit going on right now and they asked permission to go on my social media site. And I was like, no. And my lawyer was like, no. And so if they look for it, they can't use nothing against me. I did not give you permission. I didn't give you my Facebook page name. I didn't give you anything. So I don't know if I hope my employer don't find my page. The fuck? That's right, Georgie. Let them know. Give me the thumbs. Cheryl Lee said Jeannie Mai made a comment about her light and dark meat on her show. Past relationships having an effect on new relationship, giving room for people to judge reasons for breakup. Yeah, Jeannie Mai, she did make a comment that was very interesting before she got married to Jeezy when she said that she likes her dark meat on the side and she likes her white meat as main. And so it was, it's very unfortunate. This whole breakup between Jeannie Mai and Jeezy is unfortunate. But Jeannie Mai did say she liked her dark meat on the side and she liked her white meat in the center. That was something she said. All right. I don't know what she meant by it, but that's what she said. Ultimately, and then she also mentioned she never wanted to have children, right? So now she done ended up with some dark meat as her main, ended up with a child, and now a single mom. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. It really is fucked up. Sam is spot on. I'm doing an HR right now, and the curriculum, they stress that 90% of recruiters search your social media. Yeah. Oh my God. I hope they don't fucking find me. Damn it. Now, I do know some coworkers, they seen my page, but oh my God. I don't name my company. I don't name my company and I don't talk about anything on here that has anything to do with my job information. And so hopefully that keeps me in good standings. Everything else and how I act on here, pray for a sister, because pray for a sister. Good morning, Theo. Theo, how was your ride with Tunde this morning? I was getting off my bike this morning and I got an alert that you were taking Tunde's class. And so how was the ride this morning? See that? I love that. Who else on here got a Peloton that wants to be Peloton friends with Theo and I? Because then we can see when you're riding. We can see when you're riding, But today is Freestyle Friday. Let me get to the positive vibes because today is Friday the 13th and we need some positive vibes this morning because Rich got a wedding to go to. Zen, aka Zen, has a wedding to go to on this happy 13th. It's amazing that they did that on purpose. Wow, that is really interesting. That's like how some people pick 11/11 to get married, you know, or 01/01. Like people pick these odd dates to get married. I love it. Or 10/10. That's another good one, right? But now October 13th, that's the first time that I've heard somebody do that. So thanks for sharing that, Zen. October 13th, I will realize my own worth when I accept all aspects of who I am are important. Could it be that you cannot see yourself as a valuable and worthy person because you know how mean, ugly, and nasty you could be? I know some people that need to read this. Perhaps it is difficult to accept that you are worthy of love, honor, and respect because you have seen your dark side. Good morning, Ghost. And know what you are capable of doing. If this is the case, relax. Everybody has a dark side, and it has nothing to do with whether or not you are worthy. If you want to experience the truth of who you are and establish a sense of self-worth, good morning, Aquanda, you must be willing to examine and explore your dark side. You must acknowledge how bad you can be. You must accept how horribly, unlovingly you can behave. You must also admit that there were times when the darkness got the best of you, causing you to act like a real low life. Dark thoughts, dark habits, and dark tendencies push you toward the light. As long as you are reaching for or searching for the light, you stay above the darkness. When you know how deep and dark your dark side is, it helps you stand a little taller in the light. You know better than anyone from whence you come. When you know how far down in the darkness you have been or could be, the knowledge pushes you a little further, a little faster. When you have seen the faces of your dark side, do not believe that they make you unworthy. Acknowledge them. Learn from them. Forgive them. When you can do that, you transform their energy into more light. It sounds like accountability for your actions and your behavior to me. Until today, you may have believed that having a dark side makes you unworthy to seek the light or see the light. Just for today, remember the only stars shine in the darkness. Transform the energy of your dark side to enhance your star quality. Today, I am devoted to forgiving and transforming any darkness in my life. You know, I know a population of people that need to read this. This is what I heard in the message today. Like, you might be the type of person that feels that you don't deserve, anything good in your life because maybe you're mean. Maybe, you feel unworthy. Maybe, you got a little dark side. Maybe you got a little edge. Maybe you call yourself a little mean ass or whatever the case may be. But what this is saying is that doesn't mean you're not worthy. What it means is that you need to take steps and identify and admit that you have, good morning, Deb, that you have this dark side. You need to step into the accountability of how you're acting and how you're behaving and work on that because you're still worthy for good things, but you have to work on the things that are floating around on that dark side. That's what this is saying. To me, ultimately, it's accountability for how you behave. And I know a population of people that walk around proud, right? Proud about being mean. They be like, I don't give a fuck. I'll get you under the floor, or I'll do this. You go high, I'm gonna go low to low with the fucking devil. And some people are proud of that behavior. Some people are proud that they're mean. Some people are proud of their dark side. And what this is saying is that you don't have to live in that dark side. All right. And some people live in that dark side because deep down inside, they think that they're not worthy for anything else. And so for some, that's a cover, it's a coping mechanism, right? It's their comfortability in the way that they're living. It is their denial that they need to move into a healing realm and work on that dark side and step into the fucking light, right? We all got a dark side. This just tells me that we all got some shit in us that we need to work on, right? And so that's why I always say give people grace, because ain't nobody the fuck perfect. Nobody's the fuck perfect, right? Give people grace. Okay? But this is where I lose a little bit of grace for people. When you are fucked up and you are living in your dark side and you're not trying to come out of it at all, I will walk away from that because I do not want to constantly be brought down into your dark side, right? But as long as you're trying to come out of that and walk into the light, I support that shit, okay? None of us are perfect, right? But we constantly have to work on and acknowledge the dark shit. That's all I'm saying. That shadow work is deep. I love that shit that was put in Discord. I copied that over too because I'm going to use those questions to go through my shadow work as well. And I also just ordered a shadow work book. When I get it, I can't wait to share it with you guys, right? Because I'm hoping that you guys order it as well. But when I get it, I'm going to share it with you guys because, you know, this is the work that we need to do for ourselves, right? And that's a good point, Freestyllllleee. Yep, do that shadow work and that dark side will have to be acknowledged. Yes, especially them fucking questions I saw on Discord. Let me pull it up real quick because I am destined to put shadow work journal prompts in there. What is the biggest lie I tell myself consistently? Ooh, that's a deep question. Y'all could go in Discord. She posted it in Positive Thoughts. It's a list of questions to do shadow work. All right. And I don't know, we might end up with the same shadow work book journal. But we'll see. But I am destined to did share that in the in Discord. Your average logical thinker said, so true. I watch an advice podcast and a lady commented that she uses dark arts at work and tells people that she is the daughter of a serial killer for kicks. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sam said, correct is right. It takes energy to do everything. So we have to itemize our energy for things that's beneficial. The dark stuff sucks out your energy. It do. It do, Sam. It do. It do. It really do. Okay? It really do. And so that's a good damn message for y'all asses on a Friday the motherfucking 13th. All right? All right, so today is Freestyle Friday. Oh my God, y'all. I saw a video on IG, and I'm sure several of you guys have seen it. I don't know if I shared it. I can't keep up with myself sometimes, but I think I shared it. But this girl videoed her date. Well, kind of video or vlogged it a little bit, not her full date, but she posted that, you know, this one guy has been inboxing her and eventually she accepted a date from him. He invited her out for drinks. And I put it in Discord. That's what I did. He invited her out for drinks, right? So she picked this place in Atlanta called something Oyster Bar, right? And she said that it's delicious food or whatever. The link is in Discord. It's there if you guys want to go back and watch the video. And she gets in there. Now keep in mind the guy invited her out for drinks. Okay. They get to this oyster bar and she said, she flashed up the menu real quick. It said $15. They had a special, I guess it was happy hour special, $15 for a dozen oysters, right? So she's videoing at the table as she's ordering. She ordered her drink and she ordered a dozen of oysters, right? Then she ordered her second dozen of oysters. Then she ordered her third dozen of oysters. Then she ordered her fourth dozen of oysters. That's $60 in oysters, right? That is 48 oysters that she ate by herself. The date across from her only had one drink. He ordered a drink. Now remember again, he invited her out for drinks. Okay? As she's finishing up her meal and about to sip on her drink, because she never touched her drink. Now she's ready to touch her drink, right? He gets up to go to the bathroom. 30 minutes later, he ain't never the fuck come back. So the bill is sitting there. And she's like, oh, this MFer got up, told me he was going to the bathroom, never came back. 30 minutes later, she's still sitting there. She said she had to pay the bill, right? Then she inboxed him and she screenshot the inbox that said, oh, you walked out on the bill. Good morning, Angel. You walked out on the bill. And he was like, I will cash app you the money for the drinks. I guess this motherfucker was like, I'm not paying for 48 oysters. I asked you out for drinks. Now, what is your opinion? Do you think he was wrong? What are y'all thoughts? That's my contribution on Freestyllllleee. Do y'all think he was wrong for walking the fuck out and leaving her with the bill? He had one drink, she had a drink, but she also had 48 oysters, okay? Do y'all think he was wrong? Sam said he's right. Carl Jung has an awesome book on shadow work. Okay, Sheryl. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, I love oysters. I eat oysters a lot. I'm a little nervous lately about them because of the flesh-eating disease and shit like that, but I love oysters. But y'all think he was wrong? Okay, Ghost said, wrong for leaving, but should have told her he only paying for the drinks and drinks only. Okay, that's a good approach. I agree with you, Ghost. Like, don't fucking leave me, right? I don't want to give my opinion too much. I want to hear what y'all got to say. But I like that, Ghost. Don't leave, but just let her know. Listen, I'm not paying for the oysters. Now, ladies, if the man that asked you out for drinks and you ordering food, right? And he looked at you and said, I'm only paying for drinks, would you get upset? I'm asking. Sam said, she can't be serious. First date, it's Dutch when it goes out of the invite. First date is Dutch? Not for me. But I ain't judging. But if you ask me out on a date, don't ask me to pay half the bill. I might offer to put the tip, but don't, If I ask you out on a date, I'm paying. I don't know, but some people do Dutch on first date, but that should be discussed. That should be discussed. I don't disagree with that. Theo, you agree with Ghost? Okay? Don't leave. Just let her know. Sam said the invite was for drinks. I would have said something, but it's not in everyone to have the courage to speak that part. Now, see, my opinion, I'm hot, is if I were him and she ordered the first set of oysters, I might not have said nothing because it was only $15. I might not have said nothing. But when she went to order the second, I would have been like, wait a minute. We're here for drinks. So if you're going to be ordering food and stuff like that, then please make sure, you're covering that part of the bill. I mean, how many women would be offended if the guy said that? Because I don't think he would be wrong if he was like, wait a minute. Like, I can't imagine being asked to go out on a date and ordering 48 oysters. Like, that is fucking disrespectful and greedy. And mind you, this is the typical example when I say some women do shit just because somebody else is paying, because she never been to this place before. Now you live in Atlanta. You kept hearing about this oyster bar, but you never went. So you waited till somebody asked you out for drinks to go there and fucking order 48 oysters. Shady. Okay, Deb, whoever asks for the date is the one that's paying. That's what I said. But you know, this new population, this new world shit, I don't know. I ain't never been asked to pay no damn Dutch. Either you pay and I'm paying. We might share the tip. I might put the tip. You know? Y'all said, first of all, she recording off bat. She started out foul. He was right. Nobody said anything about that. Thank you, y'all. I'm trying to hold all my opinions. Thank you, y'all. First of all, who the fuck is recording on a first date? Who's doing that? Who's doing that? This is why I need to make a note for myself. This is why some of y'all women, I know y'all gonna be mad at me this morning, but this is why some of y'all women can't get second fucking dates, because this is the raggedy shit that y'all be doing on dates. Who the fuck records on the first date? Who the fuck want to be bothered looking across the table and their date is recording everything that's going on? What happened to etiquette? Like, this social media has fucked us up completely. Back to, is anything private? You had to video that shit. Well, that's what I said, Jay. If she only ordered 1 dozen, if I was the dude, I'd have been like, okay, you know, let her have it. We're at an oyster bar. Fuck it, right? I might have ate 1, right? But 4 dozen? No, bitch. No. That ain't right. Thank Angel. I'd have been like, sorry, if we're gonna be doing social media shit, I'm out. I'd have said that. I agree with you, Angel. I'd have left, because that is fucking rude. Okay, because you're not even paying attention to the fucking date at that point. You're too busy flexing for social media about where you're eating and how much you're eating. And then you had the nerve to talk about his raggedy 1 drink. Wow. Well, this is what I'm saying in general with social media. This is exactly what I started out with earlier when I said, what the fuck is private anymore, right? Social media, everything is out there. And then when you put it out there, people be like, mind your business, but you put it out in public, right? And some shit should just be private. Like, we wouldn't have to know that this bitch ate 48 oysters and this man left her at the table. We didn't have to know that. Ghost. Well, this is why I'm asking. I'm trying to get the real. Which woman on here would be offended if the guy was like, don't order no more oysters because I'm not paying for them? Would y'all be mad? Come on, guys. We got to be honest. Would y'all be mad if you went to order a second dozen of oysters and the guy was like, I'll cover the first one and your drinks. That's it. Would y'all be offended? Nobody want to answer that question. Ghost, I'm almost with you. A lot of women would be offended with that. They would. And we need to get it together, right? And I'm talking about the women who would do some raggedy shit like this. The women who would not do no raggedy shit by ordering 48 oysters, those women automatically, we know, are not raggedy. But when you go into a restaurant, you order 4. Who the fuck does that? That was raggedy. Well, but Theo, that's not all she ordered. I didn't even finish. That was her appetizer. That man sat through 4 dozen oysters. I'm telling you, the video is on Discord. 4 dozen oysters, right? Then she turned around and grabbed the menu and said, okay, now that I'm done with my appetizer, let me get this. She ordered an entree. After 48 oysters, 4 dozen oysters, she then turned around and ordered an entree. So you spent $60 on oysters, and then you turn around and order an entree, which probably cost you $20, $30. So you done spent $100 in food, not including your drinks. And this motherfucker only asked you out for drinks. I was like, this is why motherfuckers got trust issues. This is why these men don't want to be taking us nowhere. What is y'all doing? What is y'all doing? This is why motherfuckers be wanting Dutch, because they don't know what the fuck if you gonna be the bitch to order 48 oysters. We're going to keep these comments coming on this. Second example of dating shenanigans, right? I'm calling the women out today on their raggedy bullshit, all right? Because we always call the men out on theirs. We calling the women out on their raggedy bullshit because this is what's fucking the rest of us up in the dating game, okay? This is why motherfuckers got trust issues. There's another video floating around out there on social media where the girl is being taken out on a first date. The guy pulls up at the restaurant, gets out, okay, and goes to open the door for her to let her out. She in the car again recording, videotaping, talking about, oh, I know this motherfucker is kidding. I know he's kidding. Oh, he just pulled out up at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm not getting out the car. I was like, hold up. The Cheesecake Factory got some bomb-ass food and some fucking bomb-ass drinks. So he's trying to open the door and she keep closing the door. She rolled the window down. He said, what's the problem? And he said, don't you want me to open the door for you? And she was like, I'm not getting out. This is the Cheesecake Factory. And he was like, okay. And he was like, you're recording? And he put his face in the recording. He was like, I don't mind discussing this on the video. Like, what's the problem with the Cheesecake Factory? And she's like, a girl looking like me, you asked me out on the first date, you don't bring me to no chain restaurant. So I'm thinking to myself, chain restaurant. Nobu is a chain restaurant. And they cost a lot of fucking money. Ruth Chris is a chain restaurant. And then the fuck. So what the fuck do you mean about a chain restaurant? Okay. So she's sitting in the car and she made this man. I was like, oh my God. And you are videoing the whole fucking thing. She talking about she looks so good. How the fuck you bring me to the Cheesecake Factory? I was like, I'm calling y'all women out. Y'all need to fucking stop it. This is why these fucking men don't want to be taking these women the fuck out. Okay? Because y'all be trying to go to restaurants that y'all probably don't go to on a regular fucking basis because you can't fucking afford it. So you wait until somebody asks you out on a date and you want to be taken to a restaurant, but then you open your mouth and you say you don't want to go to a chain restaurant. What restaurant would you like to go to that doesn't have multiple locations? Because Morton's has multiple locations. Houston's has multiple locations. What restaurant would you like to go to? You might have sent that to me, Ghost. I don't know. Sam said, Dutch, when what I invite you for turns into something else being ordered, I'll pay for drinks if it's what I plan to do. And that's fair, Sam. But I'm calling the women out and I'm letting them know. We need to let them know that that's what the fuck it means. When somebody asks you out for drinks, that's what the fuck it means. Don't go to fucking there ordering steak and lobster and all kind of shit and expecting the motherfucker to pay. This is why... Oh, Deb sent me the video. Okay, because y'all be sending me shit. And I was like, what in the fuck? Like, I don't understand. Cheesecake Factory, I'd have been good with that. Jay, you judging me? Jay said, how many women would eat that much on a first date? First of all, How many women can eat that much? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, Jay, or anybody else on here. Okay. But who the fuck eats 48 oysters? I love oysters. Absolutely. I could eat a dozen and I'm good. Maybe the most I can eat is a dozen and a half. That's it. Who the fuck eats 48 oysters and then turns around and orders a whole meal? And when I eat oysters, if I eat a whole dozen of oysters, 9 times out of 10, I'll have something small like a salad or something small. Like, I'm not going to order a big old entree after eating 12 oysters. Like, who the fuck does that, period? Whether you taking yourself out or somebody else is taking you out. That was just gluttony. That was gluttony. I love that too, Angel. I love that shit too. Thanks for calling that out and recognizing it. Ghost, we see that. We see the growth in you. And I love it. You see that shit? And Angel called it out. That's dope. We love that shit. Deb said, I don't think saying up front, I am covering drinks is an offensive state. I can't speak for others though. I don't either, Deb. But I'm saying at the restaurant, right? This is the question. At the restaurant, while she's ordering this food, and he says at that time, by the time the second dozen comes, and he says, listen, I'll cover the first dozen and the drinks and that's it. Anything above that, you have to cover. How many women would get offended by that? Good morning, Johnny Leon Hill. Cheryl Lee said, even before meeting him for lunch, she sounded like she had foul intentions. Right? Did you see what I'm saying? This is why these men are fucking sick and tired. They are. They sick and tired. And there's a population of women that's fucking it up for the rest of the people. Y'all, right? I say that, but you know, I got a whole different thing. Like I'm scared to answer. I'll be like, oh my God. But I don't answer inboxes. It be so terrible. Somebody that live in Texas, they live in Dallas, and on TikTok this morning, they were like, well, Dallas is only 3 hours from Houston. I'ma inbox you. And I'm like, oh my God, who are you? Like, I be scared. Like, I don't know. So I don't know how motherfuckers be meeting people and going out ordering 48 oysters. I be scared to just be meeting people. And y'all said, hell, I can't even get a text. I know that's the fuck right. Because you know these men are sick and tired. And it's so embarrassing because this guy, he probably saw this video on her page and was like, what? What? Mind you, in the video, she said he inboxed her a couple of times and she ignored him. And then she finally accepted. And then she bragged about, oh, I always want to try this oyster bar. You set him the fuck up. You tried to set him up, but he got you. She did save her appetite. Yes, she did. She did. Sam said the taping on her phone is probably why the dude just rolled out. It's annoying to have your phone out. How many people are conscious about where their phone is while they're on a date? Pat said, I saw a post from a woman who stated that she will not accept let's go for drinks or let's go for coffee. She said the guy is cheapskate or broke or should not date anyway. That's not, but that's ignorance. That's pure ignorance. Because to me, listen, when you take me out on the first date, if it's our first date and it's the first time I'm meeting you and talking to you, drinks and coffee is all the fuck I need. I do not want to commit myself to sitting across from somebody I'm not interested in for dinner or lunch. It's too much time. Coffee is quick. You can get in and out of coffee 30 minutes. If you're not interested in the person, you could be out. If you go to a bar and have a couple of drinks, you could be like, this good. I'm out after my first drink. But when you go to dinner, you gotta wait your appetizer. You gotta wait for the entree. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You sitting across from someone that you're not interested in. So to me, Pat, that was an ignorant statement. Yup. Ghost. Yup. If we say that, that's when we get called broke and all that other shit. Yup. And that's where the women are being raggedy, Ghost. That's where the women are being raggedy, because to me, it's not about whether the man had the money or didn't have the money. It's about a level of respect. He asked you out for drinks. You turned around and fucking ate 48 oysters and had a whole fucking dinner. That's me, Theo. Mm-hmm. Jay said, when I am out on a date, whether first or 100th, phones better be down. Mm. You see how you said phones better be down? I don't know. That's that toxic shit. I love it like that. It sounded like you said that real stern, and it excited me because I love like phones better be down. Like that take charge energy that, you know, tell me to put my fucking shit down. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Theo, you would not be mad if he told you he not covering all them oysters. I wouldn't be mad either. Yeah. And Deb said she wouldn't be offended. Well, y'all, and this is these raggedy ass women out here. So I'm just saying, if you find yourself to be one of these raggedy ass women, can y'all get it together? Because there's a lot of us out here that want to be treated like ladies, okay? And these men are fucking confused because some of these women out here are just raggedy as fuck. I'm not getting out the car and going to Cheesecake Factory. Really? I mean, imagine someone saying they're not getting out the car because they're not eating at a chain restaurant. He didn't take you to McDonald's, boo-boo. Oh, Sam, you said it's a first date, so you'll put the date in perspective. But if she's giving some sexy energy for later, eat on, baby. So if you think you're going to get some sucky or some pounding, you going to let her eat them 48 oysters? That's what you're saying? Because you would think after 48 oysters, she want to suck something or get banged or some shit. But she probably still did, but she was never planning on getting it from him. No! Theo! Did you catch that? She never once asked him if he wanted anything, if he wanted some of her oysters, if he wanted food. She just kept ordering these fucking shits that went to her menu and ordered an entree. Never said to him, do you want an entree? But at the end of the video, she was like, him and his raggedy ass one drink or some shit like that. She said, I was like, baby, you are the raggedy one. You are the raggedy one. Deb said, I already know men get a bad rap for some stuff beyond their control, and women purposely do stuff. That's not on the man, in my opinion. I agree. She ordered from the fucking side of the menu. Yes, she did. She did. She definitely ordered from the fucking side of the menu. Yes, y'all. I love it. She ordered from the fucking side of the menu. She certainly did, because 48 oysters, he should have had his eggplant all up in her shit. The fuck? The fuck? She sure did. Damaris said she was wrong. I don't blame him for leaving. She could have said, I will pay for my meal. She could have said some shit. Because, I mean, Sam, I don't know. I hope the cheesecake shit was a skit, cause what the fuck? Did you see the clip from the earthquake and Shannon Sharp that I sent you? Earthquake and the same thing I said about her and Tupac. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Deb said, yeah, I'm with you, Sam. That had to be a skit. These wanting to go viral setups are getting on my last night. I don't know what she was, y'all. She looked like an average girl to me. She was nice looking, but I mean, not up above. I don't know. It's weird to me. You said you would have put her out your car and made her walk home. Oh my God, that's worse than the guy leaving in the restaurant. Or I'd have went inside and ate at the Cheesecake Factory and she'd have had to call Uber because what the fuck is wrong with you? Angel said, I'm not ordering appetizers if he invites me out for drinks. I'm letting him take the initiative on food. If he asks, do I want something? I'd follow his lead. Some women don't want to let men be men. I love that, Angel, because let me tell you, I do the same thing. When I go out, when I'm invited out, I'm gonna tell you the one thing I love when I'm invited when somebody invites me out, I love when they take charge at the restaurant. I love when they look at me and they be like, "What do you want to drink? What do you want to eat?" Right? And I tell them, "I want to try this drink and I want to eat this." Right? And when the waiter comes or whatever, they be like, "She want this and she want that." Yes, love it. I will sit and wait for that shit to happen. Or if he's not giving me the indication or she's not giving me the indication that she's gonna do it, I'll say it out loud. I'll be like, I think I'm gonna have so and so and so and so. So that when a waiter comes over, I don't speak first. I just sit there and I wait and see what's gonna happen. Right. And I'm gonna tell you, I've had great experiences and I love it. Right. You know, I go to a restaurant and immediately I'm asked, what do you want to drink and what do you want to eat? And I love that shit. Okay. I do. I'm ordering from the fucking side of the menu if you do that. I'm ordering from the fucking side of the menu if you do that. I'm just saying. Jay said, see, women have to realize that there are more women than men. So we as men don't have to put up with or settle for the bullshit. Oh, he told us. Well, Theo, right? She probably ate everything on the menu and tired of it. Y'all, right? I'm noticing that too. Y'all said Jay Williams. I'm deaf noticing more men putting their foot down these days and not putting up with the BS. And I don't blame them. Because fuck some of these women. I'm sorry, ladies. I love y'all, but y'all need to get it together. Because some of this shit is ridiculous. Yeah, Deb, the oysters, because of it's raw fish. So anything you eat raw, you got to be careful. Oh, okay, yesterday. Angel said, when Jerry asked me out for drinks the first time we met up, I ordered a bourbon neat. He ordered an appetizer for two with his drink and asked if I wanted anything. Just saying, I walk what I talk. Yeah. On decent dates, these free meal chicks, they kill me with that. Y'all said, I know a guy been married 4 times and says he's not spoiling women no more. I said, damn. So I get the short end of the stick because them, not fair, but understandable. Yes. And there's a population of men out here that will not do for women because of what some raggedy ass woman did to them prior. And I'm sick of this shit because you know what? I'm a good woman. And I should not have to take shorts because somebody else was fucking raggedy. But I get it too. Yes, Johnny. You heard what I said. The video is on Discord. Oh, you said you couldn't get past all the slurping. Did you hear that? That would have been another reason why I left. Because A, she was recording. B, you ordered the oysters. C, you were slurping really fucking loud, and I had to deal with that through 48 oysters. Okay. I would have left you just for that. And you're live. Like, I can't get over how people go live on their dates. Ghost said, I hate being on a date, supposed to be spending time together and you're on your phone. That's rude. It is. It is. Angel said, dinner, lunch is a time investment. I ain't doing that just to meet you in person. I'm talking about meeting from dating apps. Yes, I agree. Deb said, I think we are considering our generation. This new school stuff generation has messed up the game in all honesty, but they do make the great topics for discussion. Yes, it's the new generation, but honestly, I'm seeing it in men my age, right? So even though it's new generation shit going on, based on the shit that's going on, the people my age are like, this what the fuck is out there in the street. This is how y'all motherfuckers are acting. So nobody wanna trust, right? So even though it's the new generation shit, because of social media and because we see all this shit going on, older people that might have came from a whole different generation are experiencing what is going on in this generation, and they're hesitant on going out on dates and being in relationships. Come on. There's a lot of us out here that are skeptical about getting in relationships because of the shit we see. So yes, it's the new generation, but it affects people in my age bracket too. Cause I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And they be like, this shit out here, y'all women be raggedy. And I'll be like, what women? I agree with that, Ghost. And a percentage of the women who wouldn't get an attitude about him saying he's not covering that won't call back for a second date. I agree with that because we raggedy. We are. Yep, Johnny. That's almost like that scenario, that video came out when a girl got mad because her birthday dinner, she invited all her friends and she got mad because her man didn't cover the bill. See, at least y'all admitted it, because we raggedy. We got to do better because y'all, I'm telling you. Right? We got to do better. For real. Deb said, okay, now, I happen to hate Cheesecake Factory. I happen to hate. I have tried for years to find something I like and it has not come out right. I would have enjoyed Chick-fil-A. I am very simple. That's different, Deb. It's a different thing if you don't like Cheesecake Factory, right? That's different. But to say, how dare you bring me to a chain restaurant? She didn't say she didn't like it there, right? If you don't like the food, that's one thing. But it wouldn't be, your complaint is not that you just don't want to go there because it's a chain restaurant. That's different. And I also think if somebody asks you out on a date, a lot of times, well, in my experience, people ask me what kind of foods I like. And normally I'll say, and then they'll throw out a couple of options. And then, so I kind of know where I'm going in advance. So that might help too. Why not, Johnny? I don't know, because I never been around nobody that ate 48 oysters, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Ghost said, I ain't ever been thirsty for no pussy. You could tell me you gonna suck me from the back, and I'm still gonna tell you I'm not paying for them oysters. Not suck you from the back. I'm fucking dead. Wait, y'all said, what about the brown bread with the butter, baby? Okay. Baby. Deb said, I see, I don't think he being cheap. I think financially responsible men, and I appreciate that more. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Yeah. 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 Sharon Lee said, right at Angel, let a motherfucker know you're capable of taking care of self. I'm here to feel your vibe and what you are about. That is it, and that is the fuck all. And I love it. Yes. Wait, I know, Ghost. She was like a girl like me. I was like, really? The hell? Deb said that brown bread and butter is just all right. I really am simple. Chick-fil-A, Taco Cabana, Shake Shack, etc. are all much better options than Cheesecake Factory, in my opinion. But see, you ain't bougie. You ain't say Ruth Chris. You ain't say Capitol Grill. I like it too, Sam. I like the signal of ordering from the fucking side of the menu. Y'all, you on something. I like that shit. So now when I go out to dinner, I'm be like, I'm ordering from the fucking side of the menu. You done gave me some shit. Johnny Leon Hill said, I wanted someone who could enjoy Ruth Chris, but also a 2 for $20 at Applebee's. Applebee's brunch burger is good. Yep, Johnny, I agree. This generation, if it's not post-worthy, they don't want it. Yep, you're right. Sam said, entitlement for women is a wrap. Men have gone through enough at times, and times are hard. We get blamed for everything. A woman can say, and our society runs with it. A man says, and he needs hard proof. Jay said, I stay in New Orleans where seafood is everywhere, and I still don't know anyone who can eat that many oysters. Me either. Me either, Jay. Me either. I don't. I that's just, and I love oysters. Okay, y'all. Freestyle Friday. I did have another question on the board, but I don't even know. I don't even know. I got to get ready for work, y'all. And so, I'm just saying. In today, when the shit that I see on social media, I shake my head because I don't know what's private anymore, right? Like we go on there and we talk about our relationships. We talk about, how bad the sex is with our partners. We get on there and we videotaping on our first dates and shit like that. We talking about Cheesecake Factory is not good enough for us and shit like that. And then on the flip side, people are complaining that they can't find nobody. Well, if y'all are out here acting raggedy like this, like how the fuck you really expect to find genuine people if it sounds materialistic, if it sounds like it's for likes and follows, if it's like Johnny said, if it sounds like it's just for post worthiness, like what's genuine anymore? I don't know. It's weird. Good morning, mother. You said, do we need to check on old girl? Baby. 48 oysters. Y'all said in Jamaica, I saw a 50-year-old man with a 25-ish lady at dinner. The convo was stupid and he looked bored as fuck. Kept staring at me the whole time. Men have to choose better. Right, because what they talking about? 25 and 50. What the fuck they talking about? I definitely know she was on the toilet, cuz baby, but them shits was just falling out. It was nothing sticking. She didn't even have to push. They were just gonna slim, right out the ass. And she don't give a shit. She probably doing it again this weekend to some other idiot that's gonna get roped into this nonsense. Women, we have to do better, all right? Lord have mercy. But anyway, y'all. All right, so Deb and Fancy K, I already put on my Lexa to remind me to schedule some time to text y'all. So I'm going to be texting y'all around 11:30 this morning to your personal cell phones to see when are you guys available to start writing out the itinerary for Texas, right? I need to get the itinerary started so that we can start floating around the flyer so that everybody knows what's going on. I also need to start writing out the games that we're going to play so I can figure out the gifts and shit like that, because I want to send some stuff in advance so that I don't have to pack it and travel with it. I will be traveling to Florida in another week and some change. So when I come back from Atlanta, I will be aggressively focused on the Texas trip, of course, because then it will be 3 weeks away. And so I will be texting you guys today to find out. So just start thinking about what time you're going to have availability this weekend, because that's what I need to know. What time you're going to have availability this weekend to chat for a little bit. We probably only need 30 minutes to chat for the first phone call or whatever. Maybe a little bit more because we're probably going to be playing. But let me know. Just start thinking about what time so that when I text you guys, you can let me know what time tomorrow is good, what time Sunday is good, whatever time that you guys can carve out 30 minutes to an hour for us to have a chit chat about the events in Texas. All right. And so other than that, guys, if you want to donate to the Texas trip, this is not for me. This is not for me. This is for the folks in Texas that are hosting us. Contribute. We want to contribute and donate to them, as we have a lot of activities going on, as some of them are extending their homes for people to stay at. And so if you want to contribute, you can contribute to my Cash App and just name it Houston Donation, and I will make sure it gets over to Fancy and Deb. You know, little bit goes a long way. And so if you're interested, if you don't, after this show, you can always go to the link in my bio and it'll take you to my link tree, and you'll always see my Cash App up there. I rarely flash it here. I'm only flashing it here because I'm promoting the Houston trip. Okay. Is it worth to suffer 23 out of 24 hours for 15 minutes of pleasure, though? To a man, yes. Oh, yep. Yep. And Johnny says some men, yep. Yep. It is. It is. It is. For some men, it is. 15 minutes of some dick pleasure is good enough for them to suffer 23 hours, right? Ask a myriad of men who are in miserable relationships and they stay. I'm not talking about the ones that stay because of the kids and shit like that. I'm talking about the ones that got girlfriends. They don't have no kids with. They stay. They be like, "Is the pussy good?" But that's the same thing for women that be in relationships with men because the dick be dicking. It was me at one point. You know, sometimes it happens like that, but we got to do better. All right. Can we talk about that? My brothers, can y'all start picking? Yes. Can we talk about that? My brothers, can y'all start picking them better, please? I am here for guidance if you want some sound advice. Yes, Deb, help them out. They need it. They need it. Yes, fellas, if you need some help and some guidance on how to pick a good woman out to take on a first date, let Deb know, because the fuck, we need some help out here, because what the fuck? Y'all said, me too. I put up with the BS for good dick. I know, y'all. It's sickening. I be talking. I be like, stop it now. Stop that. Like, we can't. I be having a whole conversation with this little bitch down here. And she be like, but the zick is zicking. It's annoying. It's annoying. Okay? It's annoying. But with that, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. Have a great weekend, y'all. Listen, I love y'all. Always move with peace and love. I know that I haven't had a coffee with friends after dark in a while. I've been so busy, y'all. Work has been working me, but I show up here in the morning and I still do the coffee with friends in the morning. I do have to plan a coffee with friends after dark. I'm not sure what date I'm going to do that yet, but soon come. All right. I'm already starting to think about topics for the Houston Coffee with Friends After Dark. It's going to be exciting. All right. I mean, I've got some ideas. You know, I've got some things that I want to plan for, and I'm going to share those with Fancy and Deb. And we're going to make sure that we have a great time in Texas. All right. Yes, Johnny Leon Hill, Raisin in the Sun. Tonight, Johnny Leon Hill hits the stage, Raisin in the Sun. So whoever is in Maryland, you can pay at the door. Okay? Go and see Johnny Leon Hill and Raisin in the Sun. He had to shave his beard off. Oh my God. Johnny, are you going to post pictures and shit? Yes, break a leg, Johnny. Break a motherfucking leg. Johnny, you didn't text Cheryl. She's trying to come and see you. Johnny is the worst. Like, this MFer is a whole actor, be on stage and shit, and he act like he don't want us to see him. Johnny, can you freaking text Cheryl Lee or put it? Oh my God. Good morning, Valerie. Like, and then people don't see him. He'll be like, oh, I was in a play. Oh, really? Johnny, I'm going to need you to do better. I can't emphasize this enough. Okay? So with that, y'all, Cheryl Lee, take some pictures if you go see Johnny in this play this weekend. I love the fact that we support each other where we can. I love that. I'm going to do you like that, Johnny, because see, we're building something here. You understand what I'm saying? And in building something, we have committed to supporting each other in various ways. You are stepping on stage tonight. Cheryl Lee is saying, come on, let me support you. And you fucking around. I'm going to do you. All right. And so with that, y'all, I'm going to send y'all out with the good vibes, because you know what I say, no matter how low, you can still what?
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yep.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Friday, y'all. Enjoy your weekend. Peace and love. Get this message on the way out. Hey, what? Hustle hard. I've been making moves. What? Good system out. I've been doing shit my way on the highway.
And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I ain't like that. You never hear me, bitch, now I'm on the thing. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredients. Hey, with the negativity. But I just slide right by that energy. What? Even when you feel
low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
hey.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Y'all get the whole song today because it's Friday. Because y'all need this message. Hey. What? You got a mind, but even that can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain.
That's what I say.
Fake it till you make it A.
And if you play that game, then you just might make a change.
Hey.
Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst I say
And put it
to a game. Take the best I say and put them on display. On repeat in your brain.
Hey. Never slow yourself down. You can do some more. Hey.
Start a plan and you find it go. Open it up and finally explore everything that you try. You can never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Yep.
I never answer to no, man, I still
And
go.
I don't, y'all. Peace out. See you Monday. What?